It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday night.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But, Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll look to throw. Open man is Brandon Powell. inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Brandon Powell. Touchdown, Rams. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Williams now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Davis going in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs.
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. To throw is Lawrence. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A run now on 2nd down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. But Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down. keep it to no gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll try to run for it. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Second down and 8. Now Lawrence. He keeps it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They go play action for Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That is a big gainer for the Rams. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Khalil Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Rams are on top. It's 14-10. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Still going. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Over the course of my career early on, There was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. To the goal line and in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and Khalil Herbert headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Off the play fake. No chance at all. He'll go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's got his man, Carter. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Brandon Powell. Touchdown, L.A. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Rams move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Give up the middle. He'll work forward for a couple. Jerry Jacobs that time in for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now a give on the ground. Woo! He works free, right side. The speed on display. He's in. Khalil Herbert, touchdown Rams. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Right back to him on 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Ingram.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
2nd down, Lawrence. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Kirk is the motion man. To throw is Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Lawrence now. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw is Lawrence. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to...
And he's in! Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Little on now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Jaguars move back to within 1. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again, another catch. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the outside. That's caught by Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Rams going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This is going to be from 53 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars cut the deficit down to 1.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for running back Khalil Herbert. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The third quarter begins with a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Back to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Completing that one to Carter. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Moss in motion. They'll look to throw again. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The point after now from Tucker. He's got it, and the Rams are going to open up the lead to 8. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Christian Kirk getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jerry Jacobs that time, in for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Moss in motion. He'll drop to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
As a cornerback, you're only going to get so many of these chances each game to make plays in the backfield. And so far, this guy continues to take advantage of them. That's 2 sacks so far. And with the way this game was going, I wouldn't be surprised to see another.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The Jaguars offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. to the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll run on second down. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's Kirk. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2. Kirk is the motion man. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll run, and it's Ronnie Rivers. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Carter. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Finding his tight end, Mayer.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, LA. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Rams will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you take a look at the numbers in this one. There is not much to complain about on that ledger, is there? He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Second down, Lawrence. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3rd and long. Now a give up the middle. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Carter is the motion man. They'll look to throw. He'll run again. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Back over the middle, caught by Tyree. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
to throw.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now, faking the give. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Rams. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jags offense and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Lawrence now on second down. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's going to run it.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Play action now. It's Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's second and 6. To throw is Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing third and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll try and get there on the ground. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up first and goal.
Over the top, he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Moss in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man Carter.
Look at his eyes. He's looking downfield. He's saying, who's going to win for me and allow me to push this ball downfield? But he realized his pass protection was being stressed. It wasn't going to hold up much longer, and he takes the underneath drag route to just make sure they continue to stay ahead of the chains.
Now they'll set up to throw.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.